We are recording! Hello! Another outdoor video for you guys today. I am out visiting my parents and I'm on a hike up Farmers Hill, and I'm not quite, I'm technically to the top of Farmers Hill, but I'm not right where I want to. I want to be up there where that big tower is. What do you call that? Bennett's Hill. So that's my goal, but I figured this was the perfect spot to actually film the video because I intended on filming a video when I was up here. So on my walk up here, I wasn't sure what I was going to film. I was considering doing a stream of consciousness, which is kind of what this is ending up out to be. But I did think of something, and I want to talk about what it's like to work in a bookstore. So I've been working in a bookstore for about almost 2.5 years, and about 6 months ago, a little bit more than that, I became a manager at the bookstore, and I absolutely love my job. Being able to work with books every single day, well, practically every single day, is phenomenal because I spend my whole life around books. I grew up reading. I used it as a way to escape. Loved it growing up, and I've always wanted to work in a bookstore, and I always wanted to kind of like own or run a bookstore. And although I'm not doing that, this is the next best thing, because opening a bookstore is really hard because the market isn't there and the big chains are taking over, and there's not a whole lot of indie bookstores in Newfoundland. So I'm working in the next best thing, and that's with the major chains. And Indigo is such a fantastic business to work with. We are very diverse, and we are very giving. We have a foundation called the Love of Reading Foundation, and what we do is, yes, we take donations from our customers, which we absolutely appreciate, because without them we would not be able to do the amazing work that we do, and that is we give books to schools that are high needs across Canada. Although it's a national fund, pretty much at least one school in every province gets use out of this fund. Usually there's more than one school, which is just amazing, and the schools can come in and just choose the books that they want, and the students come in and choose the books that they want, and it's phenomenal because Newfoundland really has a low literacy rate, and having a foundation like this in place to get books into the schools in Newfoundland is just so good because it encourages reading. And although the government doesn't really have faith in us because it decided to tax books in January, I have faith in us, and I have faith that people want to read, and people want to be reading physical books, because it's such a different experience than reading an ebook. I have a Kobo. I enjoy my Kobo. I know people that really love reading from their phones or their iPads or whatever devices that they're using. But at the same time, for the most part, even though those people enjoy reading from their phones and stuff because it's convenient, they prefer books because it's something about holding the pages in your hands and turning them and smelling them, and it's an aesthetic and a sense of belonging with a book, because you care about the people that are in the book, as long as you're enjoying the book, that is. And it's just something about it, and the community that we've created at work is just phenomenal because we're so close. Like, when you go and work somewhere, you don't know if you're gonna find somebody who has similar hobbies or similar likes or anything like that. You don't know if you're gonna get along with the people. But when you work at a bookstore, you're gonna find somebody who enjoys reading the same things as you. At least a few things, and you get to learn about new books that you wouldn't have learned about. There are books that I read because coworkers encouraged me to read them that I would never have picked up. A Little Life for one of them. I would have looked at A Little Life and said, no effing way am I going to read this huge book. Look at this cover. It's not all that good. But after reading it, I get the cover, and I enjoyed the book, and I loved it, and it's one of my favorites, and it's a big recommend, but at the same time, I wouldn't have read it if it wasn't for coworkers. A lot of classics I probably wouldn't have read if I wasn't encouraged by my coworkers. And it's not even just books, music, movies, TV, the amount of things I learn about pop culture or media or everything, I learned through work. And when I growing up in Grand Bank, books were my escape, and now books are still my escape, but in such a different way. Like, if I'm having a shitty day and I am not really in the mood to go to work, within a half hour of being at work, I'm usually in a much better mood, or I feel more validated for my bad mood because people get it. People understand at bookstores. Like I said, the community is just, it's fantastic. And we have a community with our regulars. We have people who come in that we know by name, and we can stand there and talk to them about whatever, and they tell us about books and TV shows and different things that we should know about or that we might like. And it's such a great place to work. If you love books, I highly suggest trying to get a job at a bookstore. It is the best place you will ever work. There's just one issue. You're gonna be broke. Well, I made it, and it's a lot more windy up here, or it's a lot windier up here, I should say, and it's kind of cold. And I think part of the reason why I'm actually so cold is because I've been sitting here for 10 minutes waiting for some guy on a four-wheeler to head back down the hill so I could actually film this. But I made it. It was a very long trek. It was full of snow and mud, but I did it, and this is actually one of the few places in Grand Bank that I actually really do enjoy because it has my favorite view of Grand Bank. And I'm going to insert a picture of that right here. But that's it. I apologize for kind of like the randomness of this video, but I didn't have anything banked and I didn't know what to film. So yeah, on Tuesday I will be returning with regular videos. I have a review going up for you guys on a new release that comes out on Tuesday that I'm really excited to talk about. But that's it. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please hit subscribe.